What does it mean when you hear a clicking noise when turning? Hearing a clicking noise when turning is one of the most common warning signs drivers notice. That and squeaking sounds. Those normally come from the brakes. It's one of the easiest to ignore until it gets worse. If your vehicle clicks during turning, that sound usually means a part of your steering, suspension, braking, or driveline system is wearing out or shifting under load. The right approach is simple. Don't panic, but do not delay. A small noise today can become a larger safety issue tomorrow if it's not diagnosed correctly. So, why clicking happens specifically during turns? Turning changes how force travels through your vehicle. As steering angle increases, components that may seem fine in straight line driving can begin to make noise. During a turn, your vehicle places added stress on CV axles and joints, steering linkage, suspension joints and bushings, wheel hubs and bearings, brake hardware, and backing components. If one of these parts has wear, looseness, or damage, clicking can appear only when turning, especially at lower speeds, like parking lots, intersections, and driveways. We were actually driving down the road at a pretty high rate of speed. Came into town, slowed down. As we slowed down and turned, the lower ball joint came apart. And everybody's like, wow, that's so great that we didn't actually happen while we were, at high speeds going down the road. And unequivocally. And I'm not saying that it cannot happen, you going down the road at a high speed, because it can, but that's the exception to the rule. The rule is normally that it's going to happen when you're turning, because turning just puts that much more stress and pressure and force onto your components. If you put your hand on the table and you push it just straight forward, put a little bit of pressure and push it forward, it's going to create some drag. But if you start turning your hand left and right it's going to create a lot more friction a lot faster. It's the same with a vehicle. It really is. The most common cause is a worn CV joint. So a CV joint is a constant velocity joint, allows power to transfer from the transmission to the wheels while the suspension moves and the wheel steers. It clicks because grease, normally the rubber boot is going to be cracked or split somehow or another, and grease goes out, dirt and moisture gets in, internal wear accelerates, and clicking starts during turns. So a typical CV joint symptom pattern is a rhythmic click, click, click on tight turns, louder under light acceleration while turning, often more noticeable in one turning direction more than the other. It may not click at all in the other direction. It's one of those natural weird phenomenons, but it doesn't have as much force on the inside as it does on the outside of the turn. CV joint clicking usually worsens over time. It does not improve. And I've actually seen people drive it long enough that it just breaks, literally just breaks. The joint just literally breaks. Not a good place to be. So you can actually have steering linkage wear. You can actually have your suspension joint or bushing wear, brake hardware movement, wheel bearing or hub problems, driveline or mount movement. So it could be a motor mount, transmission mount, driveline. So you have constant velocity joints, axles, front wheel drive. A driveline, drive shaft is normally on four-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive vehicles. It's just the way it works. So people say, well, is it safe to keep driving with my car making this clicking noise? Well, everything is safe until it's not. And I'm not trying to be cavalier here, but literally everything is safe until it's not. Your car is going to give you some warning signs. Your car is going to it's going to give you it's going to communicate with you. It's the best way to say it. Your car is going to communicate with you, and it's up to you to understand what it's saying. And that's not true either. It's up to you to understand that it's making noises, whatever those noises may be, and then you get it to a qualified automotive repair facility that has your best interest at heart, and they diagnose it, they check it, they figure out what's going on because they understand, they know how to talk with a car. You know, like Dr. Doolittle talks to animals, great technicians talk to cars, not literally. Don't believe in Dr. Doolittle either, but you know, it's a good story. So the real deal is, I mean, there is car whisperers out there, just like there's dog whisperers and horse whisperers. There's car whisperers. And the sooner you can find one of these car whisperers, the better it is for you, your budget, your peace of mind, your safety, your everything. So just know, I mean, that's the reality of the situation. Your car's communicating. Let it communicate with a professional. It'll save you time. It'll save you money. It'll save you hassle. Stay safe. Stay strong.